Welcome to Current Affairs Reader. Today, we are discussing the important current affairs of June 2026. Section 1. Important days and themes. World Environment Day is observed on the 5th of June. Theme 2026, inspired by nature. For climate. For our future. World Food Safety Day is observed on the 7th of June. Theme 2026, from burden to solutions, safe food everywhere. World Day Against Child Labor is observed on the 12th of June. Theme 2026, Red Card to Child Labor, Fair Play for Children, Decent Work for Adults. World Blood Donor Day is observed on the 14th of June. Theme 2026, One Drop of Humanity. Give blood. Save lives. World Sickle Cell Awareness Day is observed on the 19th of June. Theme 2026, Closing the Survival Gap, Equity in Sickle Cell Disease. World Refugee Day is observed on the 20th of June. Theme 2026, Until Everyone is Safe. International Day of Yoga is observed on the 21st of June. Theme 2026, Yoga for Healthy Aging. National Statistics Day is observed on the 29th of June to commemorate the birth anniversary of Professor P. C. Mahalanobis. Theme 2026, Unlocking the Potential of Administrative Data. Section 2. Important Appointments. Chief Minister of Karnataka, D. K. Shivakumar. Chief of the Western Naval Command, Vice Admiral Sanjay Vatsayan. CEO of the India AI Mission, Saurabh Vijay. Deputy Governor of the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, Sri Swaminathan Janakiraman. Chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Dhiraj Seth. Director of the Intelligence Bureau, Mahesh Dixit. Section 3. International Appointments. Prime Minister of Denmark, Mette Frederiksen. 81st President of the United Nations General Assembly, Unga Khalilur Rahman, Foreign Affairs Advisor of Bangladesh. India's Executive Director, ED, at the World Bank, Neelkanth Mishra. Vice President of the Financial Action Task Force, FATF, Vivek Agarwal. Prime Minister of Ethiopia, Abiy Ahmed. Judge of the International Tribunal for the Law of the Sea, ITLOS, Bimal N. Patel. Section 4. Environment. India's 100th Ramsar Site, Jai Prakash Narayan Bird Sanctuary, Uttar Pradesh. New lizard species, Messalina bishnoi, was discovered in Rajasthan. New lynx spider species, Hamadaliwa malangat, was discovered in Meghalaya. New butterfly species, Chonala albistricta, narrow-banded wall, was discovered in Arunachal Pradesh. New aphid wasp species, Spilomena malabarica, was discovered in Kerala. Two new cave-dwelling micro-snail species, Jorasa meghalayensis and Acmela bensoni, were discovered in the limestone caves of Meghalaya. Hawk Hostile Activity Watch Kernel, the Kerala Forest Department launched India's first digital system integrating the judiciary for wildlife offence management. The Regional Horticultural Research Station in Guntur, Andhra Pradesh, developed two new chili varieties, LCA 625 and LCA 643. Section 5. Science and Technology. World's most detailed 3D human brainstem atlas, ANCHOR, Atlas of Neurochemical Characterization of the Human Brainstem with 3D Reconstruction, was developed by IIT Madras. India's first indigenous distilled vision AI model, Varya, developed under the India AI Mission. DRDO and the Indian Air Force IAF successfully conducted flight tests of the Rudram 2 air-to-surface missile ASM from an airborne platform. ISRO successfully conducted a hot test of its semi-cryogenic engine, achieving 175 tons of thrust, marking a major milestone in the development of India's new propulsion system. VINIMAY Land Port Management System, launched to digitize land port operations, streamline paperwork, and reduce commercial truck processing delays. The Indian Navy commissioned 3 indigenously built frontline platforms, Dunagiri, Sanchodak, and Agray. ICAR launched, Oilseeds Kisan Mitra, India's first nationwide AI-powered WhatsApp platform to support oilseed farmers with timely information and advisory services. Section 6. Economics. The Government of India revised the Wholesale Price Index WPI by shifting the base year from 2011 to 2012 to 2022 to 2023. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) released the Consumer Confidence Survey, which showed a decline in consumer confidence in both urban and rural areas. Uzbekistan joined the New Development Bank (NDB). The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) launched Relief in 2026. The Reserve Bank of India (RBI) announced that non-banking financial companies (NBFCs) with assets of 1 lakh rupees crore or more will be automatically classified as upper layer NBFCs to tighten scale-based regulations. Section 7. International Relations. Non-permanent members of the United Nations Security Council (UNSC) for the 2027-2028 term are Austria, Kyrgyzstan, Portugal, Trinidad and Tobago, and Zimbabwe. USA-Iran Memorandum. The United States and Iran signed a 14-clause Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) aimed at promoting commercial stabilization in the Strait of Hormuz. India-Oman Comprehensive Economic Partnership Agreement (CEPA) officially came into force. Kazan Declaration, adopted between ASEAN and Russia, titled, Unity in Diversity 35 Years Together. The 52nd G7 Summit 2026 was held in France. Theme: Working Together to Address Major International Challenges. BRICS Indoor Declaration, adopted at the 16th BRICS Agriculture Ministers meeting, focusing on food security, seed sovereignty, climate resilience, and agricultural cooperation. Israel-Lebanon Peace Deal. Israel and Lebanon signed a 14-point framework peace agreement following U.S.-brokered talks to resolve territorial and border disputes. Bangladesh became the 27th member of the International Big Cat Alliance (IBCA). Mombasa Declaration. At the R-Ocean Conference, 15 countries adopted the declaration to strengthen global efforts against illegal, unreported, and unregulated IUU fishing. The 13th BRICS Urbanization Forum adopted the Ministerial Declaration on Inclusive, Resilient, and People-Centric Urban Development. Venezuela was affected by a double earthquake, with a foreshock of magnitude 7.2 followed by a main shock of magnitude 7.5. Tamil Nadu farmer Valuban was honored by the United Nations Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) as a soil farmer hero for adopting sustainable agricultural practices. Operation Amistad. India's Humanitarian Assistance and Disaster Relief (HADR) mission provided medical aid, field hospitals, and search and rescue teams to Venezuela following the devastating earthquakes. Section 8. National Affairs. Prime Minister Narendra Modi became India's longest continuously serving elected Prime Minister, completing 4,399 consecutive days in office. Nausana Shaurya Vatika, an open-air naval heritage museum was inaugurated in Lucknow. The Union Health Ministry officially removed the term syrup from Schedule K of the Drugs Rules, 1945. India's 7th Regional Meteorological Center was inaugurated in Jammu. India-Assam-Nagaland Tripartite Pact. The Government of India and the governments of Assam and Nagaland signed a tripartite Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) for mineral oil exploration and operations in the Assam-Nagaland boundary areas. The Supreme Court of India ruled that the right to walk on safe and demarcated footpaths is a fundamental right under Article 19, 1d, and Article 21 of the Constitution. Section 9. State Affairs. Telangana Formation Day is observed on the 2nd of June. Project Ganga, launched in Uttar Pradesh to provide high-speed internet connectivity. Varanasi became the first city under India's Easy Connect model for international travel. India's first 3D printed artificial reef modules were launched in Tamil Nadu. Project Hawkeye, launched in Jammu and Kashmir, it is a multi-layered surveillance and security initiative for the annual Amarnath Yatra. Mission Senihori, launched in Assam to transform the state's Muga silk sector into a globally competitive, high-value luxury textile ecosystem. Section 10. Schemes. Skill India mission completed 12 years. The Pradhan Mantri Surakshit Matritva Abhiyan (PMSMA) completed 10 years. Corporate Mitra scheme was launched by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs to support micro, small and medium enterprises (MSMEs) by providing affordable professional services in regulatory compliance (GST) and accounting. Section 11. Awards and honors. The Earth Prize 2026 was won by Vivan Chacharya, Ariana Agarwal, and Aviana Mehta, becoming the first team from India to win the global award. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was honored with the Order of the White Double Cross, First Class, Slovakia's highest civilian honor. E. Jagriti won the Silver Award at the National Awards for E-Governance 2026. The Wolf Prize in Physics 2025 was awarded to physicist Jainendra K. Jain for the discovery of composite fermions. The Princess of Asturias Award 2026 was awarded to Lionel Messi. Rashtriya Ratna Samman 2026 was awarded to Grasa Millet as the Emerging Health Tech and Nutrition Innovation Startup of the Year. Prime Minister Narendra Modi was conferred the title, Guardian of the Blue Horizon, by the President of Seychelles, Drive. Patrick Hermany. President Drupadi Murmu conferred 51 Gallantry Awards, including 7 Kirti Chakras, 15 Veer Chakras, and 29 Shaurya Chakras, to personnel of the Armed Forces, Central Armed Police Forces (CAPFs), and State, Union Territory Police. Section 12. Art and Culture. India's first Olympic gold, hockey triumph at Amsterdam, book authored by K. Arumugam. Agathiar, The Unifier, book released by the Vice President of India, authored by M. N. Suda and O. Shyama Bhatt. IIT, The Story of India's Most Prestigious Educational Ecosystem, book authored by Prabhat Kumar. Sanskritir Ratna Bhandar, Bhauvayar Idabrito Bhavaya, A Cultural Treasure and Its Historical Journey, book authored by Jayanta Kumar Roy and Sangeeta Roy. Prime Minister Narendra Modi gifted handcrafted Thua motif cufflinks to Slovak President Peter Pellegrini. Section 13. Geographical Indications (GI tags). Tripura, Sarinda musical instrument. Assam, Karbi Anglong handloom products, Assam Bihu Peppa, Assam bamboo crafts, and dairy handloom products. Jharkhand, Kuchai silk sari, Kesaria Kalakland, Dakra craft, Boya sari and fabric, Tumka Shadar, Baroni paintings, Munda jewelry, Jharkhand bamboo craft, Tussar silk and saris, Jadopadiya painting, and Pancho sari and fabric. Madhya Pradesh, Kurasani imli, Garuda tuber, Balam kakdi, Indori malwi potato, and Sioni jumbo custard apple. Bihar, Bawan booty sari, Patharkati stone craft, and Pitya painting. Section 14. Reports and indices. Energy Transition Index 2026 released by the World Economic Forum (WEF). India's rank, 70th. Sweden secured the first position. Hunger Hotspots Report, released jointly by the Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) and the World Food Programme (WFP). Global Peace Index 2026 released by the Institute for Economics and Peace (IEP). India's rank, 127th. Sophia 2026 The State of Food and Agriculture Report, released by the Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO). Section 15. Sports. First Indian to win the Norway Chess 2026 title, R. Pragnanandha. Joint highest wicket taker in women's international cricket, Deepti Sharma. SAF Women's Championship 2026 India won the title. French Open 2026 Men's Singles Champion, Alexander Zverev. French Open 2026 Women's Singles Champion, Mira Andreeva. Indian Athletics Awards 2025. Best Male Athlete of the Year, Neeraj Chopra. Best Female Athlete of the Year, Parul Chaudhary. World's first player to appear in 200 women's T20 international matches, Harmanpreet Kaur. First Indian to win the Russia Grand Sand Master Cup 2026 Sudarshan Patnaik. Singapore Open 2026 Men's Doubles Champions, Satwik Siraj Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty. Section 16. Summits and exercises. India-Australia Defence Ministers Dialogue was held in New Delhi. 16th BRICS Agriculture Ministers meeting was held in Madhya Pradesh. 13th BRICS Urbanization Forum was held in New Delhi. 11th BRICS Energy Ministers meeting was held in Gurugram, Haryana. India-Zimbabwe Joint Defence Committee meeting was held in New Delhi. 11th Governing Council meeting of Niti Aayog was held in New Delhi. Theme: Inclusive Human Development for Viksit Bharat at 2047. 23rd edition of Exercise Conquest 2026 was held in Mongolia. Section 17. Miscellaneous. The Supreme Court of India formally recognized homemakers as nation builders and economic entities, establishing a new legal standard for loss of domestic care compensation. Indian Railways unveiled its redesigned logo featuring 18 red stars, marking the creation of the South Coast Railway as India's 18th railway zone. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Current Affairs Reader for more exam-oriented current affairs updates.